Hi, this video is to teach you about how to make your own profile picture frame for Facebook. The one that you see right here is one that I did for my daughter because she's a senior this year and for her high school. And I shared it with some of my friends who have daughters that are also seniors, and it kind of started spreading. I had other schools asking me to make one for their seniors, and then kind of started trickling down to other schools. And I thought, well, maybe I'd make a little how-to video so people can learn how to do it. It took me a little while to kind of figure it out. It's not wasn't really evident on Facebook's page how to go about doing that. So in order to create it, I like to make any kind of graphics within a publisher document. You can use you can use Google Drawings or Google Slides, but I find that Publisher and PowerPoint have a ton more options. And I can create a better, I feel like a better graphic using those products. So this is the one that I made for my daughter's school. This is one that I made for the elementary school that I work for, just to show you a couple of examples. But I'm going to go in here really quickly and kind of show you a really simple one. And then I have one that I've already made that I'm going to upload to where the frames go so you can see how that works, okay? So to make one, I'm going to insert a shape. I'm going to move kind of fast here a little bit. So I'm going to do a circle. I'm going to hold down a shift so I can make a perfect circle and not have to try to finagle it too much. It automatically fills it with blue, which I don't want. So I'm going to change that to white. I want a wider band. So I'm going to change my shape outline. And this is one thing that Publisher does that you cannot in Google Drawings, is make a thicker band. Now in Google Drawings I made like one that had like 2 to 3 concentric circles to make it wider, but this was kind of more one-stop shopping as far as making that wide band. And I can change that to a different color. I'm going to here in just a moment, but I wanted to show you that when you go, I'm just going to go grab a mascot profile picture really quickly. Just be careful, if you're doing something for your school that you have permission to kind of use an image. Universities, theirs are going to be copyrighted, so you're going to need to be pretty careful. One thing that I always do is I do tools to help you kind of make sure. Oh, sorry. Results. I don't know why it's not showing me. It's like it's not giving me a full screen. Let me click images. That's why. I'm under all, I'm not images. Here we go. Tools. Usage rights. And then labeled for reuse. And that kind of helps me not make sure that I'm not getting in any kind of a copyright issue. But like I said, you want to make sure you get, permission. If I'm just going to go ahead and pick this little frog guy just to use as an example. I'm going to right click, copy that image. Now, if it doesn't copy straight into your document, you might have to download it to your computer and then upload it into the document. But if it does it straightforward from the internet, that's great. Sorry, I'm using a trackpad here and not a mouse, so it's taking me a little longer to resize. Get him down. Okay. And then one thing I wanted to show you that you can do here, and on the internet, there's a Chrome extension called Color Pick, when you're trying to get an exact match on colors. But within Publisher, it has a neat little tool that I'm going to show you. I always kind of insert a little text box out here to the side. And then when I go to fill that shape, I can do sample fill color and use that little dropper to pick up on what that green is. And then it adds it to my list of color options. So when I go to change the color of this ring, I'm going to do, that's an outline shape. It's going to be that last color, recent color. And then I can get an exact match. As you can see on this little image, we have that white there, and of course we don't want that. So again, another feature within Publisher that I could not find in Google Drawings. So you go to Pictures, Tools, Format, and Recolor. Set Transparent Color, and click there. And it's just kind of like it because it's a functionality here within Publisher. so you don't have to go out onto the internet or any place else to find that. Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick how to add a band there. You insert with shapes again. And I have seen profile picture frames, that just have, if you looked at that again, the one with the curved ones, I've seen when they've had like two or three um, just kind of rectangular shapes to go across, as opposed to using the ring and then you just put that inside of a square shape. There's so many options. Okay, here we go. You want to make sure you don't go outside of the green ring or the outside of the ring. Gives me a shape there. I'm going to change that fill color. And maybe I don't want an outline, so no outline. Or I could have made it the same color either way. That gives me a bar there. I can do insert. I can draw a text box, to write text here, or I could use word art. I'll show you both ways. You can just go ahead and just write, something in there if it's going to be whatever, elementary school, frog, elementary school. I know that's really super small. I'll change it here in a minute. And also, there's a ton of fonts. Just use this really quickly. And I'm going to center that. And as you can tell, you'd have to kind of mess with it a little bit to get it the right size and get it to do what you want. I'm going to move this one out of the way. Undo, my friend. I tell my kids, my students all the time, undo is your boo. That's how to help them remember that. The other thing that you can use is to insert word art. And the word art features in this I like them quite a bit better than I do like in Google Drawings. There's just so much more that you can do with it. I'm just going to click OK. And I just want to show you, you can change the color, the shape outline, but the shape effects are pretty cool. And I like to use the glow effect a lot, where you can change the glow effect here, where you can really get, see how it kind of does that, and it really shows up well when you have it going up against a different color. Okay, so you can kind of see, you can kind of play around with the graphic. I also wanted to kind of put this here too to show you this was a moon shape, that when I did this, I inserted a moon shape. And when you go to fill it, you can actually fill it with a picture, as opposed to, so I had some wallpaper, just an image that I gotten from the internet of this hive honeycomb shape, and filled the shape with that picture instead. Okay, so there's so many options, allows you to be really creative. Okay, so I already have one that I have not uploaded yet to Facebook. It was one for another high school, so I'm just going to go ahead. Whatever is on this, move this over a little bit more. Okay, whatever is on the white piece of paper is what I'm going to save, is what's going to save as an image. I'm going to do File, Save As, and of course, tell it where to save. And it's not a publisher file. I'm going to save it as, let's see, as you can tell, I've been making a lot of them. Okay. CHS. Better do it this way. Okay, and then I'm going to save it as a JPEG. JPEG is just an image file. And I'm going to save that. Okay, and then I'm going to open it back up. As you can see, I want to cut off some of this white. I want to make it more of a square shape. So I'm going to crop this image. It's going to give me just a second here to open it up. Okay, crop. There we go. And I'm just going to resize to get some of this white off of here. Square it up a little bit. Okay. And then save it. All right. And then I'm going to exit out of that. Minimize that down. And now I'm going to go out to, I'm going to go out back out to the internet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a website that's called Lunapic. And what that's going to do is it's going to make that center area, it's going to make it transparent, so that so that when you add it to Facebook, be able to see the picture that you're overlaying it on top of. So I'm going to upload. And let's see. There we go. And it automatically takes part of the image and makes it transparent. When I click transparent, I gotta click transparent first. I actually found this from another how-to video, and I just started using this website. And I don't want the outside to be transparent. I want this center area. So I'm gonna click here. Now, one thing, if you watch, when it does that, it didn't go all the way into here. Now, if I had had that logo pulled out a little bit to where this was open, this part would have become transparent, but anything that has that closed, it is not going to pick up on that. So just kind of be mindful of that. And as you can see, it didn't do this area down here. You can only kind of pick one enclosed area to be transparent. Once you get that transparent, you can click save. Now, it looks like you can share from here, but I have not tried that out yet. Because I actually manage our school's Facebook page too, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't end up, sharing something on there that was not meant to be shared on there. Okay, so I'm going to call this one Facebook Call Picture Frame, Collinsboro Catholic, but I'm going to call I'm going to call this one Transfer Transparent. I'm going to leave it PNG and then save. Okay, so now I'm ready to go to the Facebook page where I'm able to add to my camera effects. So it's a camera effects is what Facebook uses to make the profile pics. So you go into your, you want to make sure you're logged into your Facebook page, because you can see I'm logged in, okay? And the name of the page is facebook.com/frames/manage. And then once you get into here, you're going to click Open Frame Studio. And you're going to upload your art. You're going to pick the one with the transparent background. Open. Okay. And then we're going to resize this so it kind of covers all of this gray area. And you can go over. I found that it's okay to go over. And I even kind of like to go over it a little bit, because you'll see, like, when you go, this is how we'll actually look on the profile pic, okay? And sometimes I have to be really careful, because that little area up there, sometimes I'll grab that line and it won't be, perfect. So just make sure that you're getting all the way up there. You want it to be centered, and if I click on that to move it, it'll tell me if I have it, yeah, centered pretty well. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. And then once you get it centered, I'm going to click next. And then it's going to ask, for a name. The location where it's available. And I thought this was interesting, because if you're doing like a fundraiser, an event at your school, you may want to have it only be, available for a period of time or in a certain location. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it anywhere and active right away. And and then you can put in, keywords for people that are searching for it, that may be searching for it, and then click next. And then you click publish, and of course it'll come up. Makes you the owner of the frame. Now, if somebody, once it gets published, if somebody were to actually search for it, they may be able to find it in the search when they go and look for different profile frames, picture frames. But if you want to share the link, so make sure they can just go directly to it, then you can click right here. And then you can see it gives you the link. You can copy it, and then you're good to go. You can message it to somebody, and then they can load it to their, so when they go to their profile pic, and then you click on update, and then you click on add frame, and then this is where you can search for it, and then you can change the frame and get it set up. Okay, so that's how you do it. There's lots of creativity that you can do here in making these frames, and I'm kind of glad I figured out how to do it. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.